Hi guys, welcome to a new video from World of Figures and Gaming, and yes, today we are looking at another Ultimate Edition. Yeah. This time it is Kurt Angle! Woo! You know how it goes. You suck! Yeah. No, I don't. No. So yes, we've got the Kurt Angle Ultimate Edition figure. Now, as always, I like to be critical, I suppose you could say. Now, just looking at this figure, Kurt Angle's got three faces with it. One of them is his crying face. One of them is a smiling face. I would actually say that's actually pretty good. But the face that he's actually got on the body, he just looks like one of those people. He just looks like one of those people that would just sit there going. That's what it looks like. The one that's actually on the body. If you can actually see it there. It's not. So, yes, we've got the Ultimate Edition of Kurt Angle. Now, I have seen a few people mention what I'm probably going to mention in this, and I've just mentioned it. And I've mentioned it in other videos. And I basically had a bit of a rant about it. Kurt Angle has got really big knee pads on. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I could very well be wrong. But I'm sure he had small knee pads back in the day of this. But then I could be wrong, and I'm actually a little bit half and half on that. Because this was a little bit later in the career of Kurt. A little bit later than when he first started in WWE. And I think when he very first started, he did have the small knee pads. He very possibly went to bigger knee pads. But I can't be 100%. You get the elbow pads with this. Obviously, Kurt Angle, he did wear elbow pads at one point in his career. So, I can let that slide. And so, we've got the Ultimate Edition of Kurt Angle. Further box down there. Whoa! One of the hands just shot out at me like a bullet of a gun. So just throw them on there. Then we get the Big Eagle WWE Championship, or as it was, WWF Championship. You get 2 Olympic gold medals. Cry about it. Yeah. Damn, that's it for now. So, once again, get these things. Ow! The plastics just pinged at me. So, Kurt Angle is out of the packaging. One of the first things. One of the first things that I've seen people mention about Kurt Angle is the upper torso being too big. Now, in a way, yes, I can agree. It does look a little bit too big. However, I think it actually doesn't look too bad. Another thing that I've seen somebody mention, and I actually agreed with them. I love the soft goods outfit of Kurt Angle. where you would be able to take the straps down like he would during a match and stuff. The only thing that I worry about is if you're the type of person that I am, and you use figures like I used to do when I was a kid, that outfit will eventually start overstretching, and it will look so odd and so big on the figure that it will not really be usable all that much. I've got one of the original Jack specific ones, and I used to take the straps down on it all the time and everything to make it look more realistic. When he was putting a ankle lock on someone, and as time went on, it started to look bigger and bigger and bigger on the figure. So, Mattel, I think, should have, where it comes on here, they should have put a Velcro thing on so you could shove it over the head, or 2 individual Velcros so that you could take it off, put it down the sides, and then just Velcro it back up. That way you're not going to overstretch it. I mean, I'm just going to have a bit of a fiddle now. It's very tight. Yeah, it's very, very tight. So, you imagine that tightness is going to start weakening, and it will eventually start to overstretch. And it will start to look horrendous on the figure. So I just took it down for the time being. I'm going to leave it down. Like so, as Kurt probably would have once he starts doing an ankle lock. So, yes, I am a little bit 50-50 on the whole Kurt Angle outfit on that figure. Because like I say, it could become a little bit overstretched. People will start to get a bit about it. However, someone's putting a new patio up upstairs, round the back, and I think it might be picking it up. I think it's a new patio. But now we're getting a lot of banging at the back. I haven't done it half of the day. I just started doing it now. Bloody hell. Anyway, yeah, so Kurt Angle, it is a really, really good figure. I'm actually not all that fussed about the torso. I actually think that torso is reasonable. I know a lot of people said about Eddie Guerrero looking way too big. And yeah, I suppose I don't have the Eddie Guerrero myself, so I can't exactly judge it. But I don't think the Kurt Angle actually looks that bad. And I've seen a lot of people complain about the size of the torso. People need to realise that when you see the pictures on the internet of the torso and stuff, cameras add more mass when you take pictures. And that is possibly what it always looks like on the pictures. That they are adding a bit more mass to the figure, when actually in reality they're not. Yeah, the Kurt Angle is, to be honest with you, no, I don't agree. I actually think that is a reasonable size. I actually must say, I think that is I think that is a reasonable size. Torso. I actually disagree with what people say. I think this is actually quite an amazing Kurt Angle figure. And I'm going to swap heads to... No, I don't want the crying one. I want the one that's on the floor. But yeah. Don't laugh about the light shining on my bald head, neither, AJ. Oh, you thin lad. Oh, dear. Yeah, so... yeah, I think it's on. For me, that is the better head of the three. The one with the bit of a smile on. Really, really quite good. And I'm actually, for once, I'm actually not going to complain too much about those knee pads. Them knee pads, they could very well be a bit too big. They could very well be too big, but they could very well be actually accurate. Unlike the Rob Van Dam, where he should have the smaller ones. But yeah, I actually really, really like this Kurt Angle. And people that have complained about the torso size, should I say, I actually have to disagree. I actually think that is a reasonable size Kurt Angle, and I think that is actually an amazing figure. Really, really is an amazing figure. I did see somebody else say that the WWE Superstars line Kurt Angle, I keep saying Kurt Angle instead of Angle. Kurt Angle, the WWE Superstars line version, comes with a soft goods outfit as well. Somebody actually tried on the Ultimate Kurt Angle, and they said it actually looks really good, and it is actually probably one of the better outfits. So I might just have to have a dip at the Kurt Angle Superstars line figure. I didn't really want to go into a different era with the WWE Superstars line. But as it stands, I could very well possibly go into the Attitude Era. Possibly. It depends. I never got the Rock that came out in the WWE Superstars line. So, yeah. So, the Kurt Angle figure is really amazing. The Ultimate Edition. I really, really like it. You get the 2 gold medals that will go around his neck, and I'm sure that you could get the Intercontinental title and the European title around his waist at the same time too, and have him as Eurocontinental champion. There he is with his medals on. Really, really nice figure. Really, really, really is good. I'm not going to put his crying face on the figure because, well, he only had that when he cried. Yeah, so, and obviously, it's probably pretty much of a defining moment as well, because it's probably from when he won the WWF Championship at the time, WWE now. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting more of these Ultimate Editions. I'm hoping that they bring more of the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression kind of figures. to the line because they are really, really good. I've still got another 2 or 3. Well, no, actually 4. 2, 3. I've got 4 more Ultimate Editions that I've actually got to review yet. That I've had in there for quite a while. So, these are just videos that are going to get me started for a bit, and then I've got to edit them all. Yes. So, Kurt Angle Ultimate Edition, yes or no? It's a yes from me, as Simon Cowell would say. It's definitely a yes from me. And if you find it a reasonable price, and just so you know, Very have actually got it on their website at $35.99. Some people sign it for much more. Yes, get on Very. Get it from Very. So, unless it's sold out, obviously. But apart from that, if it's not sold out, get it from Very. I didn't. Only because I'd already pre-ordered it with somebody, and then suddenly Ultimate started appearing on Very. So, I was a bit gutted in that respect, because then Charlotte turned up on there. Then another one turned up on there, and I was like, no! Why? Why? Yeah. That's the kind of thing that happens to me. But, like I say, I'm going to start always waiting. Yeah. Yeah. You know the GIF. You know the GIF, Finn. Yeah. Okay, pal. Yeah. Me saying I'm always waiting is like, I can't even find the example, but it just doesn't happen. Put it that way. So until next time, I really hope you've enjoyed the look at the Kurt Angle figure. And if you really do want it and it's still available on Very, I would recommend getting it on Very, because if you order more than one figure, you can buy now, pay later as well. So you don't have to fork out the money out all in one go. That's how I've started doing it with a lot of stuff at Very. I get the buy now, pay later. You've got to spend so much, obviously, to be able to do it. I think it's over £30. If you buy over £30, buy now, pay later, you get 6 months to pay it off. Otherwise, you start getting charged interest. If you do it, if you can do it within the 6 months, order so many of them and do it within the 6 months, you don't have to pay straight away. I've got £100 to pay off for an item that I got off there. I paid 30 quid of it already. I've just got 100 to pay for it. It was but if you can do that, I did it with the Royal Rumble collection. Although they were a bit overpriced, £27.99 each. Yeah, I got a bit of a turn off of AJ for that. But yeah, because they can get them a bit cheaper from other places. But $35.99 for an Ultimate Edition, I don't think is a bad price. So if you can get that option, buy now, pay later, do it. It's worth it, especially if you're going to get them just a little bit cheaper. You can even get them next day delivery as well. So get on there. They've got Charlotte Flair. The last time I looked, they had Charlotte Flair on there, Undertaker, Kurt Angle, Bobby Lashley. I think there was another one on there as well. But it's worth it if you see them pop up on Very. So, anyway, enough of that. I'm rambling. As always, AJ's going to absolutely love it because he loves to hear me ramble. But I try not to bore the people to death. I really, really do. But it happens. Anyway, until then, I will see you next time. This was Kurt Angle Ultimate Edition. I'm pointing at Charlotte. Oh, no, Kurt Angle, he's over there. Yeah. Till next time, I'm out.